What if everything you have been searching for could begin to shift in less than 60 seconds? What if the answer to your stress, your fears, and even the dreams that feel so far away was not outside you, but already hidden inside your own body? And what if all it took was just 3 simple breaths to change how your mind thinks, how your heart feels, and how your reality begins to move? If these questions stir something inside you, stay with me until the end of this video, because what you are about to hear is not a coincidence. This is not another random video. It is here because you need it right now. Scientists at Stanford call it the God frequency, a natural rhythm in your breath that can calm your nervous system, silence years of mental noise, and even activate the creative part of your brain. Studies show that with the right breathing pattern, stress hormones can drop by 37%, creativity can rise by 300%, and your brain becomes more open to new possibilities. You may think this sounds unbelievable, but everything you're about to learn is backed by science and lived by people just like you. Maybe you are carrying stress from bills, deadlines, relationships, or that quiet fear of not knowing what's next. You are not alone. Over 80% of young adults today report feeling trapped in constant anxiety, and much of it is linked to shallow, panicked breathing we never even notice. But today, you will discover a simple 3-breath technique that rewires that pattern instantly. Watch this video till the very end, and if you find it meaningful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, because what you learn here has the power to reshape not just your mind, but your entire life. Think for a moment about the life we live at 25. The phone alarm rings, messages flood in, social media shows us people who look more successful, and bills or deadlines weight like heavy stones on our chest. Many of us wake up already tired and go to bed with the same noise still spinning in our heads. Surveys show that more than 80% of young adults today feel daily stress, and over 70% say they cannot focus because of constant worry. Yet most of us don't realize the hidden reason behind this endless tension. It is not only the work, not only the money, not even only the future. It is how our own body is breathing in these moments. Shallow, fast, panicked breaths keep our nervous system in emergency mode even when there is no danger. It is like living with an invisible alarm that never stops ringing. But here is the secret: the same breath that traps us can also set us free. Inside every inhale and exhale, there is a switch, a natural reset button. When you breathe with intention, your heart slows, your thoughts quiet down, and your body begins to heal itself. Scientists have found that one single round of slow breathing can send signals to the vagus nerve, which lowers your blood pressure and calms the fear center of the brain. Heart rate variability, which is the best sign of stress resilience, rises by 28% when you breathe in the right rhythm. This is not just relaxation. This is biology. Imagine a young professional sitting in front of a computer, overwhelmed by deadlines, ready to give up. They pause, close their eyes, inhale for 5, hold for 3, exhale slowly for 7. After 2 rounds, something shifts. Their shoulders drop, the noise in their head softens, and space opens for clear thought. Nothing outside has changed, but inside, everything feels lighter. That is the invisible power we carry every day, yet forget to use. Breath is not just air moving in and out. Breath is a reset, a medicine, a doorway back to peace. And the moment you choose to use it, your life begins to change. There is a hidden switch inside your body that most people never touch. Every time you take a shallow breath, your brain believes there is danger close by. That is why even small problems feel so big, why your chest feels heavy, and why your mind races when you want peace. But scientists have discovered something extraordinary. Just a few intentional breaths can change your brain chemistry instantly. Cortisol, which is the main stress hormone, can drop by up to 37% in less than 1 minute of slow breathing. At the same time, your brain waves begin to shift, moving you away from fear and into focus. This is why breath is called the God frequency, because it has the power to calm the storm inside and open a new state of mind. The first step in the 3-breath sequence is called the cleansing breath. It is simple but powerful. Inhale gently through your nose for 5 counts. Let your belly rise as the air fills your lungs. Hold for 3 counts at the top, and then exhale slowly through your lips for 7 counts, as if you were blowing out a candle. This longer exhale is not just for relaxation. It stimulates the vagus nerve, which sends signals to your entire body that the danger is gone. Heart rate slows, blood pressure lowers, and your brain receives the message. It is safe to rest. It is safe to think clearly again. Imagine a young student about to face a final exam. Their hands shake, their heart races, and their mind goes blank. Instead of panicking, they close their eyes for a moment and they practice the cleansing breath. Inhale 5, hold 3, exhale 7. Just 2 rounds later, their heart feels steady, their mind clears, and focus returns. Nothing outside has changed. The exam is still there, but inside, a calm confidence grows. This is the hidden power that most people never learn to use. The cleansing breath is not only a way to control stress, it is the first step in teaching your body that you are not a victim of fear. You hold the switch, and with one breath, you can turn it on. Every thought you repeat becomes a picture in your mind, and every picture you hold begins to shape your life. Yet most of the time, we imagine the worst without even knowing it. Failure, rejection, fear of not being enough. What if, instead of feeding your mind with fear, you could paint your future with light? This is the gift of the second step, called the golden breath. Inhale gently through your nose for 5 counts, hold for 4 counts, and as you do, imagine golden sunlight entering your body, filling every cell with strength and hope. Then exhale for 7 counts and see that golden light solidify into the reality you want. Science has shown that when breath and visualization join together, something remarkable happens. Brain scans reveal a 40% increase in the connection between theta and gamma waves, the same state linked to sudden insights, creativity, and deep clarity. In fact, studies have proven that creativity can rise by up to 300% when people practice guided imagery with breath. Think of a young artist who always dreamed of sharing their work but hid it away, believing they were not talented enough. Every day they doubted themselves, watching others succeed while their own passion remained locked inside. One day, they discovered the golden breath. As they inhaled, they imagined golden light filling their chest, and as they held it, they pictured their paintings hanging proudly in a gallery. With every exhale, they released fear and saw their dream already alive. Within weeks, something changed. Their courage grew. They applied to a small exhibition, and their art was finally seen. The golden light was not just imagination, it was a signal to the brain that new possibilities were real. The golden breath teaches us that what you see inside with clarity and belief begins to shape what you experience outside. Breath is not only air, it is paint, and your life is the canvas. With each inhale, you gather light. With each exhale, you create a new picture of who you can become. There is a point where breath stops being just air and becomes a bridge to something higher, something most people never touch. The final step of this practice is the 3-breath technique, where you take 3 slow, deep breaths with total awareness, each one deeper than the last. On the first, you feel your body relax completely, as if a heavy weight is lifted from your shoulders. On the second, you bring your focus to your heart, letting gratitude rise. No matter how small, even the warmth of sunlight on your skin. On the third, you let your mind and heart beat together, breathing as if the universe is breathing with you. This is called entering the God frequency, a state where the heart and brain work in perfect harmony. Science calls this coherence, and it is not just an idea. Studies from the Heart Math Institute show that when the heart and brain synchronize, stress hormones drop by 23% in minutes, the immune system strengthens, and even blood pressure begins to stabilize. People in this state often describe feeling guided, supported, and more alive than ever before. It is not about escaping reality, but about entering it more deeply with clarity and power. Let me share a story. A young woman who struggled for years with anxiety discovered this practice. She had tried many methods, but nothing stayed. One evening, she placed her hand on her heart, took the 3 breaths, and for the first time in years, she felt silence within her. Day by day, she repeated it. Slowly, her fear began to melt, and she started noticing opportunities she once ignored. She found new friendships, her health improved, and most of all, she felt like life was finally on her side. The God frequency is not a secret for a chosen few. It is your natural rhythm, waiting to be remembered. Each breath is a doorway, and when you step through with awareness, you find not only peace, but also the power to shape your world with grace. Every breath you take holds more power than you may have ever believed. From the first step of slowing down your mind to the golden breath that paints new pictures inside you, to the moments where visualization and science meet, and finally to the 3 sacred breaths that connect you with the God frequency. Each lesson has shown that your breath is not just air. It is energy, it is focus, and it is the hidden key to change. In our busy world, many people search outside for solutions, but the truth is always waiting within. Breath brings you back to yourself. It lowers stress, balances your heart, and rewires your brain to notice new paths. Research even shows that 3 minutes of mindful breathing can reduce fear signals in the brain by more than 50%. Imagine what happens when you make this a daily practice, even for just a few minutes. The stories you heard of the artist, the dreamer, the person who overcame anxiety, they are not different from you. Their lives shifted because they dared to believe and because they gave themselves the gift of breath. The same light, the same strength, the same peace lives within you. So, as you close your eyes tonight, remember that each inhale gathers power and each exhale releases the old. With every cycle, you're not only calming your body, but also shaping your future. Breath is your bridge, and it is always with you. Trust it, use it, and let it carry you into the life you know deep in your heart is waiting for you.